Welcome guys to JJK's Wind Down Yoga. We are going to spend the next 15 minutes doing some gentle stretches to promote a good night's rest. So bring yourself to a seated position. You can either come into cross-legged, legs out in front, or a kneeling position. And remember, you can always sit on blocks or cushions if you find it more comfortable. Once you come to a seated position, try to create a nice upright spine, trying to bring your shoulders over your hips. And bring your palms to rest on your knees or your thighs. Draw your shoulders down your back and then slowly start to close your eyes as you start to bring your awareness within. Now start to bring your awareness to your breath, and I want you to slowly start to breathe in and out of your nose. And just take a moment here to notice the breath as it enters into the body and then comes back out. And just observe that breath, allowing all other thoughts to become still. Now slowly open your eyes and bring yourself back into the room. Lower your chin to your chest, and you're going to slowly roll your right ear over to your right shoulder and then your left ear over to your left shoulder. So we're just going to do some gentle rolls from right to left. You can inhale one way and then exhale the other. So just moving in time with your own breath. Next time your chin is back to center, slowly raise your head and bring your hands to your shoulders. And we're going to create some small circles with our elbows as we draw our shoulders back. And then slowly start to increase the size of those circles. Just creating some movement in our shoulders. And now we're going to reverse it. Start off by drawing some small circles. And then slowly start to increase the size of those circles. And then we're just going to do a couple more back. And then bring your hands back onto your knees or thighs. Now we're going to do some spinal rolls. So as you inhale, you're going to draw your chest forward, really arching that spine, shoulders drawing down your back. And as you exhale, start to round your spine back as you draw your chin into your chest. Inhale forward. Keep your gaze forward. Feel that opening across the chest. Exhale all the way back. One more. Inhale forward. And exhale back. Lovely. Come back to an upright position. Now you're going to bring your right arm across your body and use your left arm to just clasp that arm, and as you draw that arm away from you. And then slowly switch hands. Bring your left arm across your body. Use your right arm to stretch that left arm. And then slowly come back. This time raise your right arm up by your ear. Bend the elbow, bring the hand between the shoulder blades. And then bring your left arm up. Just place your left hand outside your right elbow as you just stretch the outside of that right arm. And then switch arms. This time bringing your left hand between your shoulder blades. Use your right hand again to just really stretch the left side of that arm. And then bring your arms down. Now bring your left hand outside your right knee and bring your right arm behind you. Inhale, gaze towards me, and as you exhale, you're going to slowly twist over to your right. Just move in time with your breath. So with each inhale, think about lengthening. With each exhale, just twist a bit more. Try to keep your shoulders drawing down your back. And then slowly come back. And this time, bring your right hand outside your left knee, your left hand behind you. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, slowly start to twist over to the left. And then slowly come back. Now, you're going to gaze over your right knee, take an inhale. As you exhale, you're just going to walk your hands forwards, drawing your torso over your right knee. Make sure both sit bones are rooted into the mat. Now, if you've got your legs out straight, maybe just open your legs slightly and then work over one leg. Bring yourself back up. Then turn over your left knee, take an inhale, and as you exhale, walk your torso over that left knee, drawing that right hip back. And slowly come back up. Now we're just going to walk our hands center, take an inhale, draw those shoulders down your back, and as you exhale, slowly walk your chest down towards the mat. Again, using your breath to help you move into this pose. Keep rooting your sit bones back. And then we're going to slowly come back up and start to make our way to a lying down position. So come to lie on your mat. Start with bent knees, and you're going to draw your right knee into your chest. So you can keep that left foot on the mat, or maybe you want to slide that heel down the mat and extend that leg. If you are extending the left leg, make sure the heel's pressing down. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to slowly lift your forehead up towards that right knee. Really squeeze that right thigh in towards your chest. And then slowly calm down. The next inhale, you're going to lengthen your right leg up to the ceiling. You can start with a bent knee to begin with. And then just breathe into the back of that right leg. Keep the shoulders pressing down into the mat. Your hands are wrapped around your right thigh. With each exhale, you might be able to straighten that leg. Now bend your left knee and place the outside of your right foot onto your left thigh. Two options here. You can place your right hand on the inside of your right thigh. Just draw that leg away. Make sure the foot is flexed. Or you can raise your left foot off the mat, wrap your hands around your left thigh, and use your right arm just to draw that right leg away. Now slowly lower the left foot down if you've got your leg raised. Keep your right leg where it is. Bring your arms out either nice and wide, or you can cactus your arms by bending the elbows. Keep your gaze forward to begin with. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to drop your legs over to the right. So come into a supine twist. And then you can keep your gaze to center, or you can turn to look over your left shoulder. Try to keep both shoulders on the mat if you can. And then slowly come back up. This time, hook that right leg over the left. Again, keep the arms out nice and wide. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, you're just going to drop your knees over to the left this time. And remember, the gaze can be to the ceiling, or you can gaze over your right shoulder this time. And then slowly come back up. Release that foot, place that foot onto the mat, and this time draw your left knee into your chest. Pass your hand around your left knee. Take an inhale. As you exhale, bring that knee to your chest, and then raise your forehead to reach towards your knee. Keep drawing that knee in towards the chest. Your right leg, foot can stay on the mat, or you can extend that leg away. If you are extending the leg away, make sure the heel is pressing down, toes pointing up. Now slowly come back down to the mat, and we're going to start to extend that left leg, wrapping our hands around the back of that thigh. So remember, you can start with the bent knee to begin with, and then as you exhale, you can slowly start to straighten that leg out. Keep the toes flexed if you can. Now slowly bend your right knee and place your left foot onto the outside of that left foot onto the thigh, and use your left hand to either draw that inner left thigh away. Make sure that left foot is flexed. Or you can raise your right foot off the mat, interlace your hands around that right thigh, and as you draw that right leg in towards you, use your left arm to draw the left leg away. Try to keep the shoulders and head on the mat. Now slowly lower the right foot if you've got it raised. Keep your legs where they are. And then you're going to bring your arms out nice and wide again. Taking in, how as you exhale, you're going to drop your legs over to the left. Gaze towards the ceiling or gazing over your right shoulder. And then slowly come back to center. Now bring your left leg over your right leg. Taking in, how as you exhale, you're going to drop your knees over to the right. Again, trying to draw the shoulders back down to the mat. And again, your gaze can be to the ceiling or your gaze can be over to the left, looking over your left shoulder now. And then slowly bring your knees back. Release your left leg. And then draw both knees into the chest. This time, if you can, wrap your arms around your knees. Take an inhale. As you exhale, draw your forehead up towards your knees. Try to draw your shoulders down your back. Now lower your head. Keep your arms wrapped around your knees or palm over each knee. And you're just going to gently rock from side to side. And then from here, we're just going to come to a happy baby pose. So you can start to draw your soles of your feet up towards the ceiling. So you can grab the backs of your thighs or legs, the insides of your feet, your big toes or the outside of your feet. So whatever's available to you. And then try to connect that lower back down into the mat. Soles of feet facing towards the ceiling, knees drawing down towards the mat. And you're just going to rock your baby here. Keep the shoulders on the mat. If you find happy baby a difficult pose to come into, you can do single-legged version. So you just do one leg and then the other. Now slowly start to come to stillness. And then bring your knees back into center. And we're going to slowly lengthen our legs down the mat. Let the feet spread out nice and wide. Soften your feet, your legs, your thighs. Arms down by your sides, palms facing up. Soften your hands, your forearms, your arms. The back body, the front body. Shoulders pressed down, chest nice and open. And then just start to close your eyes here as we start to make our way into our final pose, Shavasana. Just release any tension at the back of the neck, your face and your jaw. And just soften the area around your eyes and forehead. Again, just keeping that awareness inward. Maybe just noticing the breath. As you inhale, the belly rises. As you exhale, the belly falls. Slowly start to bring some movement back into your fingers and your toes. Maybe just create some gentle circles with your ankles and your wrists. You're going to lengthen your arms behind you. Just interlace your fingers and draw your palms away. Bring your feet together. Really stretch the body. Draw the hands in one direction, the toes in the other. And then when you're ready, start to draw your knees back into your chest. Have a couple of rocks from side to side here, and then you're just going to roll over to your right, making your way to a fetal position. You can create a pillow with your palm. Just going to take a few breaths here. And then keeping your eyes closed, use your left palm to press it down into the mat and bring you back into your seated position. Once you arrive in your seated position, just bring your palms over your knees again. Keeping your eyes closed, just take a moment here. Just observe how you feel at the end of the class. And then you're going to slowly walk your hands either side of your hips, and as you inhale, reach your arms up and over your head. And as you exhale, slowly lower your hands down to your heart center. Bring your forehead to meet your fingertips to close today's class. Namaste.